Hello and welcome back to the Super Bonus Round. As of this recording, it has been a while since we've done a session, and we are ready to get back into MediEvil.
Hello, welcome everybody.
Alright, so we're gonna go to the Sleeping Village.
Oh boy.
Well, you could call it Sleeping Village, but nobody's actually asleep.
Oh god.
Where'd my teeth go?
Oh god, that's menacing.
Skeleton.
See, I would just be a terrible person and just kill all the villagers.
And then you'd never get 100% completion.
Poor villagers. The master possesses them. It mustn't hurt them. Hurt guards, though. They seek out an object of great power.
I love how the gargoyle refers to you as it. It doesn't refer to you as you or anything like that. It just calls you it.
Yeah, he doesn't respect you at all. Alright, so I'm without a shield. So it's gonna be really hard to... Alright, so you can't kill the villagers because they're innocent. They're just robbed of their free will. Now I know we skipped the I know we skipped the opening cutscene when we started playing. So before this we recorded this session. I showed John the opening cutscene where Zarok robbed them of their free will, basically. So basically, one of the first things Zarok does before he raises the dead is he robs the living of their free will. So, I guess so that they can't fight back.
Yeah, so no one can oppose him.
Yep.
Typical bad guy thing to do.
Yeah, he did the enslave the free first, then he raised his army. Pretty smart, actually. I like his style.
Yeah, that's a mark of a good villain. He thought things through.
Yep.
He
had it written down too.
He didn't think that anybody would come back to actually fight him.
Yeah, actually, now that you mention that, that's his one oversight. He didn't specify, oh great, Lords of Darkness, raise the dead, except that one guy. Fuck him. But you know what? I think that's what helps the story. Like, he did not view him as a threat because he was killed right away. So I think that was like that kind of excuses that. So as I said earlier, this has been our first session for a while because it's winter. We've all been getting sick. Life kind of happened. So this has been our first recording session in a while.
Those laughs are really creeping me out.
Well, you're gonna be hearing them for quite some time.
They make me uncomfortable.
Aha, that's what I was looking for. So what you want to do is you want to do the daring dash with your shield out, and it'll incapacitate them for a couple seconds. The little girls are difficult because they're fast. So, yeah, I had that one. I found the library. Tourist Guide to Gallowmere, Part 1. The land of Gallowmere is a wondrous land of breathtaking sights and adventure. If it's beauty you were looking for, be sure to check out the sights of the Enchanted Forest. Scale the heights and see the nests of the giant dragon birds. Seek out the weird and wonderful plant life. Go ooh and ah at the sight of baby dragon toads splashing about in the clear crystal ponds. Why not take a walk through the Pumpkin Valley? Pumpkin is Gallomere's favorite dish, and about now the valley is just bulging under the weight of the young podlings awaiting harvest.
We had to just deal with that.
We killed them all. If it's mystery you're looking for, then the seasoned adventurer should travel to the ruins of King Peregrine's castle. Yes, this is the fortress from which the fabled King Peregrine once hailed. It is said that the king's crown was lost in the dungeons below the castle and that the ghost of the regent himself now haunts those stone-cold Pasha's ways. Spooky. Why not take back to the swamps and seek out the mythical town of Mellowmead? This place was once said to be a place of fantastical arcane alchemy, but an age has passed since it was consumed by the murky swamps. Perhaps the greatest treasure awaits any adventurer that can locate its watery resting place? So it's basically like tourism stuff, but it's giving you a hint about upcoming levels.
The forces of evil were destroyed, but at a terrible price. None but a handful of the king's militia returned from the field. Gallowmere lost a whole generation of young men that day, including Canny Tim, the legendary crossbowman from Fortescue's second in command, who fell in the first volley of arrows.
Oh my god, they lied about who died first. That's sad. And it was poor Canny Tim.
News that Zarok's army had now taken the Floodlands caused much concern. From this vantage point, Zarok could march west and take the Enchanted Forest. This sacred place would prove a bitter defeat if it fell into the hands of the evil sorcerer.
We're reading up on our Gallowmere history, everybody. Rumors of ill-doing and dark deeds abounded through the lands of Gallowmere. It was whispered that Zarok had employed the aid of the shadowy demons to help build a vast castle. Under the cover of night, Zarok's dark army spilled forth from their corrupt haven. The army marched south across the Silver Mountains and through the Silver Woods. Soon afterwards, even the Pumpkin Lands belonged to Zarok. The folk from Gallows Town cried out for help. "Save us, good King Peregrine!" Retaliation was swift and violent. King Peregrine's forces, led by the brave Sir Fortescue, drove Zarok's army back from Gallows Town. There was much rejoicing, but the war was not yet over. During the dark time that was Gallomere's not-too-distant past, it was King Peregrine who thwarted Zarok the Necromancer and his plan to enslave the land. Zarok, once the king's mage, had fallen out of favor with the ruler for conducting outlandish experiments on the bodies of the dead. It was said that deep within Peregrine Castle, the dead were restless. The dead are not to be honored, not kept as playthings of alchemists, declared Sir King Peregrine as he banished Zarok from the castle. All of Zarok's living dead were routed out and destroyed. Zarok, being an unforgiving soul, went into hiding and vowed to wreak his revenge on the king. And there's another book here.
In addition to being the strongest man who ever lived, Stainer Ironhewer was unsurpassed in his skill as a blacksmith. He was equally happily pounding on his anvil at home as he was pounding on someone's head in battle. It was said that his only fear of the end of the village smithy as a focus of manufacture in favor of more centralized units, as if.
Born a humble peasant to one of the nomadic tribes from the Eastlands, Blood Monoth Skullcleaver was gathered an army of horsemen and swept over half the civilized world. Okay, so Stainer Ironhewer gave you the hammer, and Bloodmouth Skullcleaver gave you the. Wait, did we get? Yeah, we got the axe, right?
No, I don't think we have the axe.
I guess not yet. Gathered an army of horsemen and swept over half the civilized world. When he finally died attempting a single-handed attack on the garrison of the north while armed only with a spike on his helmet, he was the richest and most powerful peasant in his day. Karl Sterngard, who gives you the golden shield later, spent most of his formative years on the siege at his family castle. With impregnable magic and magic shield, Sterngard's motto was, "The best form of attack is defense." Sadly, his shield couldn't protect him against poor eating habits, and he died during a post-battle feast while swallowing a large sausage he had failed to chew.
Ew.
Truly, the hero's hero, Woden the Mighty, who gave us our sword, was fearless, single-minded, and uncompromising. Unbeaten in combat, he inspired raw fear in friends and enemies alike, not to mention close family members and pets.
Trained from birth in all forms of combat, Imanzi Shogama was the warrior queen of the tribe of Amazons. The bold and beautiful Shongama banished all males from her territory except for the handful she kept on the mow to the lawns of her people. I like her.
We kept everybody except the landscapers. She was the one who gave us the spear. A full-time mother and homemaker, Megwyn Stormbinder had to defend her settlement from barbarian raiders while the men's folk were away on a hunting trip. She fought off repeated attacks armed with only a pitchfork and a rolling pin, and with one arm holding her baby. Legend has it that the gods, impressed by her indomitable courage, intervened and added thunderbolts to her arsenal. She won the battle with a couple of bolts to spare on her husband when he finally returned. We'll meet her later. Dirk Steadfast was a fearsome opponent thanks to his magic sword, the firmly held belief that only women defend themselves. Real men are always in the attack. He was a friend and contemporary of Karl Sterngard and was even with him to the end. It was while Steadfast was explaining his views on Sterngard's shield during a feast that the latter had his tragic and inexplicable accident. Descended from the finest centaur of Bloodstock, Ravenhooves, the archer, was the last prince of his people. A proudly and haughty aristocrat, he was an accomplished hunter, sportsman, duelist, playboy, raconteur, and 3 times derby winner. Because he's part horse. Captain of the militia in the time of King Peregrine, Sir Daniel Fortescue found fame when he killed the renegade warriors wizard Zarok. See, they lied. A career soldier raised in the royal household, he was adored by the men under his command and renowned for his loyalty to Gallowmere. It was said that Fortescue was always destined for greatness, with his square jaw, steely gaze, and thick shock of hair. As black as waving wings, he looked every inch the hero.
So more blatant lies.
Yeah, they like outright lied about this guy. I apologize to anyone that was bothered by the lore, but the lore in this game is so good. Oh, this is just basically stuff about how to beat the level. To whom it may concern, I must make haste, for Zarok's men will be here within the hour. I've taken the crucifix from the church, the key to a key. I used the cross to make the attached cast, and I had it destroyed. It is my hope that this cast falls into the hands of a just and good hero. Signed, the town mayor. So yeah, the mayor's like, the mayor's been kidnapped, and he's been leaving us clues on how to help him out. Alright, so since we were doing all that lore, well, this will be a bit of a longer episode, but if you guys are enjoying, you guys will be happy with that. I certainly will be. So we have to make an iron cast. So we have the crucifix cast. Now we just need a bit of gold. I have the moon rune, so I need to go where the moon rune house is. I believe that's over... No. Wait, yeah, is it? Yeah, it's this house. Ah, shit. I needed those barrels. So yeah, now you know a little bit more lore about the lore of Gallowmere. Man, somebody needs to clean their basement. I'll do it for them.
Oh, why are you hitting the rats?
Because they have money. These are somewhat wealthy rats. I don't need the club, unless I have to light something. I'm just checking them for stuff.
Run, rat, run! Run!
Too late. Oh. Hero of the people, everybody.
Gigantic asshole.
Oh, shoot. They trick you there. I didn't even know he was in there. So wait, I have a question now. Did she lock up her husband before or after he went nuts?
Well, probably before, because everybody lost their will at the same time.
So, man, the woman of the house is hardcore. Her husband was acting up, so she locked him in a tiny cage. Probably was cheating.
Maybe that's their kink. Maybe they're into that.
I think I've had about enough talk about kinks in this playthrough, if you don't mind.
Oh, come on. That was vanilla.
I'm sure. Oh yeah, here come the people we can kill.
Hurry, comrades, tear this place apart.
Why do they sound
Find
Russian?
the shadow artifact. Lord Zarok will have us mocking out the demons for the next millennium.
I don't know. They're made of they're made out of like steam boilers. So you can kill them because they directly work for Zarok. But then again, anybody that has free will pretty much is working for Zarok right now. Then again, your will's not exactly free because Zarok is pretty much he owns your ass.
Well, then why doesn't he own Dan?
That's a question I never really thought about. Like he robbed the will of the people. But I guess like the souls of the damned, like they were already evil anyway. Like I don't think the zombies specifically work for Zarok. I think they're just naturally hostile. It's like a zombie thing, like brains. But I don't know what. I guess I don't know. It might just be instinct because I mean Dan's brain has to be working for him to be you know what I mean. I'm trying to find the right words, but I can't figure it out. Okay, so we have like a bust of the landlord of that house. Come on. Oh shit. Like you have to be like directly like right next to it or something. Unless on here. Oh, you need the cast first. I'm sorry. What? I'm an idiot. Then the bust. My bad. Sorry, everybody. Oh yeah,
Riveting.
work those glutes.
This is so riveting.
I still think the game's fun. At least Dan got some exercise in. He got to work out those muscles he doesn't have.
Yeah.
Oh look, a health fountain. Oh right, one of my bottles wasn't full. Okay. And safe key. Dear Sir or Madam, on my travels across Gallowmere, I've come across many mysterious and enchanting finds. However, that which filled me with deepest dread was the discovery of the tomb of the Shadow Demons. The key to their dank prison, the mysterious Shadow Artifact, is now in my possession. That dress-wearing bully boy, Zarok, will stop at nothing to retrieve this item. I fear that he already knows that it is I who possess it. Yours fearfully, the town mayor.
Dress wearing.
Man, everyone's slut-shaming Zarok. No wonder he enslaved the dead.
Well, maybe if he didn't dress so provocatively.
I mean, he's wearing like a sorcerer's robe. I don't see what's so provocative about that.
You know, it's funny because in Dragon Age Origins, they actually bring up that very topic in one of their party banters. Basically, somebody asks the mage, why do mages always wear robes? And he goes on this whole thing where, oh, it's, you know, so that we can do lewd things and we can do it quickly.
That's an excellent point to be made. Oh, some more Russian stovepots.
Da, comrade.
До свидания, pieces of shit. And that's my way out. And they're standing in front of it. And that is where you raise Hellspawn.
Wait, there's money on the table.
Oh, right. This is important for ammunition. Oh, look, more money.
Oh, come on.
Oh, and they bleed too. They bleed yellow. They also bleed money. Okay, so pretty straightforward at this point. And no, I'm not forgetting about the chalice. That door will open back up once you kill him. Because you can't get the chalice unless you kill specifically those guys. Because it's only at 95 at that point. So yeah, the chalice was up here. Oh, I love that. Whenever you're like in a whenever you're in a small building, when you jump.
Aww.
Oh, the other cool thing is, like, as an animator, I really appreciate that when you jump, there's this follow through. Like his neck stretches as he's falling down, using the principles of animation there. Follow through in secondary action. You don't really notice it unless he's falling from a good height and you're really paying attention. I love attention to detail like that.
The Hall of Heroes.
All right, let's pick up a weapon and wrap up this lore-filled episode.
What weapon will we be in today?
I actually don't remember.
Back and forth like a supernatural yo-yo. Maybe the master will make it harder to find those magic egg cups.
What?
Well, he's pretty much saying, like, you're coming back here way too easily and way too quickly. Maybe we should make it hard to find those chalices.
Oh, well, what a dick.
Yeah. Ah, yes, Golden Shield time.
Ah, Herr Fortescue, you are back on the battlefield, yeah? This is good. People say to me, Stuttgart, what do you think of
Why
the
is he
sword
German?
of that axe? But I
Because
say,
everyone has a different. Is from a. Because this is in Europe, so
There is a question
there's
of
soldiers from all over.
The science of shields.
You're questioning why he's German, but you don't question the
Maybe you
centaur.
should take my shield, yeah? It is magic here for this cure. Some say it is better to have a magic sword than a magic shield, but I say to use it, this is rubbish!
Why can't we have both?
So long as you use it properly, the shield will make you invincible!
I don't know about that. It kind of has hit points. Yeah, boy. And I actually, since I made that cosplay costume, I actually own one of these. All right. Well, next time in the super bonus round, we're gonna continue. I feel like in this session we can beat MediEvil because we don't have a whole lot of levels left. Well, there's quite a few, but like they're not very long. They get shorter and shorter as they go. All right. So we will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye.